Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to the MELANITIS sisters. It's Edna here. So today we're talking about night care. There are very many different ways in which you can take care of your hair at night. That is what essentially night care is. So I'm going to begin with materials that you will need for your night care. One, you need an oil treatment of your choice. It doesn't matter what treatment it is. Simple use castor oil, olive oil, jojoba or jojoba oil, coconut oil, any oil essentially for your hair at night. And then you'll need fingers, and then you'll need a silk bonnet, silk scarf, or a silk pillowcase. Now here are a few things you want to note. The whole reason that you do night care is to retain moisture in your hair, because what happens at night is your hair is constantly losing moisture. So you sleeping on a cotton pillowcase or cotton bed sheets, they suck out moisture out of your hair. Now I know what some of you are thinking. You're like, oh my god, Edna, we do not use cotton bed sheets, whatever. Any other material that's not silk generally is a material that is called an absorbent fiber. And because it's an absorbent fiber, it absorbs moisture from your hair essentially, which makes you look mad in the morning. So there are a number of ways in which you can, take care of your hair at night. So I'm going to begin with the first method, but first, let's first go to the intro. Hair care can be exhausting because you constantly need to retain water in your hair for it to look soft, good, healthy, and silky. Regardless of that, a good night care routine can definitely be an effortless way of you maintaining your hair. For example, me, I do my night care routine quite consistently, and that means I will have to moisturize my hair twice or thrice a week. If I didn't, then I would have to moisturize my hair every single day. So this is some of the ways you can save time, and you can also save money. Okay, before we go into the methods and all, there's one thing I want you to note, that in every method you'll need to apply an oil treatment on your scalp and massage it gently and give concentration to the parts of your hair that need attention. There are some parts of your hair that need attention. Give attention to those parts. So the first method is to simply get your silk scarf or silk bonnet and just tie it around your head and go to sleep. It's as simple as that. That's the fastest. And this is essential for people who have really long days. The days when I'm having really long days, this is what I do. I literally just get some oil, massage, put on a silk scarf, and go to bed. But if you have something like a twist out or a braid out, this is not a very, very effective method for you. Yes, the hair may not lose its moisture and everything, but it might lose its shape. So you might want to go for the second method. The second method is a pineapple puff, a loose pineapple puff. Now here you get a scrunch or a huge puff holder and put it around and just let it hold a loose high puff on your head. Now this is effective because it stretches the roots of your hair without necessarily stressing the tips, without necessarily stretching the tips. So you might want to go for that. And this is also for people who have essentially longer hair than others, who have the longer hair. So the third method is for the people with medium length, or what they call awkward length, and shorter hair. You might want to do tiny pineapples. That's what I call tiny puffs. Get scrunchies and just do tiny puffs on your hair. It's still going to stretch it out just like the pineapple loose method, but that's because this is effective for shorter hair and when you make these sections, you may want to go through with an applicator bottle of the oil through the lines that you have made to just make sure that this oil is getting into your scalp, essentially. Then the fourth method is also using a puff holder, but you wrap the puff holder down your hair to the roots. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm going to try to insert a picture here that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. You have to tie a crunch until the end of your hair. This helps it stretch fully, like the hair strands, which is really good because people hate shrinkage and everything. And by the way, a side note, shrinkage is healthy for your hair, so you should be be thankful that your hair can shrink, because if your hair can't shrink, that's heat damage, and if your hair is damaged, you gotta chop. Anyway, for us without damaged hair, let's go to the fifth method. Now the fifth method is essentially one like with very many things in it. This is essentially where you tie or you put your hair, you set your hair in twists, braids, flat braids, cornrows, or anything in that category, and simply tie your bonnet and go to sleep. Now I know people who do cornrows in their hair, and because their cornrows, the hair is essentially stretched and everything, they do not put the silk scarf or silk bonnet, majorly because it's going to slide off at night, but also because they think that the cornrows are enough for night care. Now don't get me wrong, but let me just pull you back into a little skincare here. Your skin needs to feel good, and what happens is if your cotton pillowcase or whatever material you're sleeping on that's not silk, it's going to absorb all these oils and this moisture from your hair onto the pillowcase. Now while you're sleeping at night and putting your smooth skin on these materials and on these fibers, it's going to get clogged by all of the oils and the moisture that your pillowcase is getting from your hair, and then you're going to begin having breakouts and wondering, why am I breaking out, and things like that. It's because of what you are doing with your hair. Your hair essentially has oils on its own. Even if you don't do an oil treatment every single day, your hair has oils on its own. So essentially a pillowcase is going to be absorbing something. So this is a tip for your people who want to have smooth skin. You have to keep your hair intact, because some chemicals of hair cross over to the skin, but some chemicals of hair are dangerous to the skin. So you might want to take note of that. Anyway, back to the methods. You tie twists, braids, flat braids, cornrows, whatever you do, and put that silk scarf on. It's not only going to protect your hair from losing moisture, but it's going to protect your hair from putting moisture onto your pillowcase, which is essentially going to go onto your face and cause a breakout, which you do not want at this. You just don't want it. Anyway, so here are a few things that I found out that gave me a hard time when I was doing my night care routine. First, tight hair bonnets. This is common because I've seen a lot of people sew bonnets with the scrunch at the end, and it's not like a tieable one. You just like clip it on. The stretched parts of the bonnets are not customized for each and every head shape. I don't know if I'm just the one with a big head, but they were super tight on my edges. Yeah, you don't want that, because one, it can cause breakage to your edges. You don't want your edges to break because they're being tied up every single night, and then also it's just comfortable. Yeah, also another thing that you want to take note is do not sleep with hairbands on your head. That's a very bad practice. Your hair needs to feel like it's being let out, So try to not have hairbands in your hair at night. Just don't. It's a good idea. Anyway, that is all that I have for you. That is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for staying this far into this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I don't know what you are still doing here when you've not subscribed. Please subscribe and hit that like button. Follow us on Instagram. We do give daily content for natural hair girls. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. If you like content about natural hair and its maintenance, health, and ways in which you can manage it and style it, we are the channel for you. You simply just need to hit that subscribe button and you'll get into our family very easily. We are a cozy family. We love natural girls. Also the men, we love the men too. If you're a man and you have natural hair, we love you too. Apart from that, thank you so much for staying this long. God bless you. Bye. Hello, my name is Edna and you're welcome to the MELANITIS Sisters. We are excited to have you. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to talk about night care. Essentially, one of the most neglected parts of your natural hair journey. I mean, people think you need to do protective styles. You need to do all these things. And then when it reaches night, they just give up on their hair. Just like that, people. Girl, you cannot give up on your hair at night. It just doesn't make sense.